The American Brothers Designs black oil catch can that we have here today will be a great choice for the 09 and newer 5.7 and 6.4 HEMI owners who are looking to help keep their intakes and intake manifolds a little bit cleaner while adding a nice touch of customization at the same time. Now, this made in the USA kit will feature the billet aluminum construction for the canister, finished in a gloss black paint job, and is topped off with that officially licensed Mopar logo, all for right around the low $200 price point. But why add something like this to your ride in the first place? Well, if you didn't know, your HEMI does have what is called a PCV system, which is short for positive crankcase ventilation. Now, the purpose of this system is to regulate and remove the fumes and vapors from the engine crankcase to alleviate that crankcase pressure, which could otherwise cause oil leaks or seal damage. Now, why not just vent all this junk to atmosphere? Well, because the good folks at the EPA deemed this wouldn't exactly be good for business, and at that point mandated stricter emissions laws, meaning the PCV system had to be sealed, using vacuum from the intake manifold to help draw these vapors out and then plumb them back into the intake tract to be burned off during the combustion cycle. However, those oily vapors have been known to coat the intake and intake manifold up over time, along with leaving deposits on those intake valves. And that's where the American Brothers catch can comes into play. Now, using a combination of a stainless steel mesh material and honeycomb inside the canister itself, it's going to allow those vapors to pass through the canister, isolating all of that oily junk here in the canister itself, while allowing fresh, clean air to pass through, still maintaining the purpose and the operation of your car's PCV system. Now, as far as your construction is concerned, well, you are looking at that billet aluminum canister. Again, it is very, very nice here, guys, finished in a shiny gloss black paint job. Now, the big appeal here with this particular kit will be the officially licensed Mopar engraving here right on the top. And this is one of a few different designs available from the American Brothers Designs that you can find here on the site at AmericanMuscle.com. Last but not least, guys, this kit does include all of the hoses that you need along with the bracket to get everything in place for the installation. Now, speaking of that install, this is going to be a very simple and straightforward task, so figure 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about 30 minutes to an hour to get everything in place. And to give you a better idea of just how things will go down on your HEMI at home, check out an AM customer walking you through the job right now.
These are the tools I use to install the oil catch can. The pliers I used to remove the hose. This is a ratchet with a 15mm deep socket that's used to remove that nut and bolt at the front of the engine where you mount the bracket for the oil catch can. This is a number 8 Allen wrench used to tighten down that bolt on the bracket for the oil catch can. Thread seal tape I used on the fittings that go into the oil catch can just to prevent any leaking. And then you may need lighting depending on how dark your area is to work in. I will be showing you how to install an oil catch can on a 5.7 liter HEMI Dodge Charger. We will be removing this and mounting the oil catch can to this bolt right here. First, I start off by using the pliers and removing this carefully. Just wiggle it back and forth as you're pulling it without too much force on the pliers so you don't break the plastic. Do the same thing down here. You take this apart. The only part you will be reusing is this elbow piece. You may need pliers or 2 pliers to pull that apart, depending on how hard it is. You can put this back on here. This you can set to the side, you will not be reusing it. Next, we'll take off the bolt where the bracket will be mounted to, which is in front of the engine, just to the bottom left of the intake. This is where you will use the 15mm deep socket. This you will not reuse. You can set it off to the side. This is where you'll put the mounting of the bracket. And thread it as much as you can before using the 8mm, the number 8 Allen wrench. Don't over tighten it. You don't want to crack that. Next, I would take these off. You can take them off before as well if you want. I like to put just a little bit of thread tape right here, not a lot, just enough so it doesn't leak oil over time on each one of them. It is aluminum, so it's pretty soft. I would just do one layer and thread it back on by hand. Don't over tighten it, it is aluminum. Same thing with the other one. This is optional, this isn't required. I just do it so I don't leak any oil over time. Next you'll be taking this longer line. That will go closest to you, almost between the firewall and the oil catch can, just above the coolant hose. And that one will be going all the way up to the further away line. The shorter hose will be connecting to that elbow. Doesn't matter which way you put the elbow, whichever works better for you. Either way it works. Put this connector piece in there. Make sure everything is snug on all the way. Everything is tightened down. And then I would check it after running the engine for a while, periodically. Make sure there's no leaks from any of the fittings or hoses, and you should be good to go.
But wrapping things up, if you are looking to keep your HEMI a little bit cleaner over the years, along with adding a really cool customization in the form of the Mopar engraving, you'll have to check out the American Brothers Designs catch can right here at AmericanMuscle.com.